to chop you in the brachial plexus. And as I chop you, you lift your hand. So I grab it, and I do the same chop to the other side of your neck, and I grab it, and we'll do this from the other side too. And the first crossing throw, I hide my head here, and push under it. Let's turn to the other direction. Chop, grab, chop, grab, and step, and I hide my head here, and I push on his hip while pulling his arm down. And as he falls, I pick up his arm a little bit to protect his arm. One more time. Near far trap. Then we did some other ways to get a hold of the rear arm. This is near far trap. This is pot sound. I connect, trap, and chop. And then the trapping hand wipes up my elbow. And I can do the same throw. So I connect, trap and chop, and I clear or steal. Some people call this a steal hand. Same throw. And another way to connect is called three piercings. I chop, put a little pressure, and I wipe up my own elbow and chop a second time. And now I wipe up my own elbow, and this shot is free if I want to strike, or either a mop, or do that same crossing throw. And now let's show some of the variations of the crossing throw. So the first one we did, what I think is the highest percentage, has 3 points. Your hand is pulled this way, my head's pushing here, and my hand's pushing there. I think this is the best one. If you're on the money, you can push just on the shoulder or just on the hip. But you've got to be on the money to step back. Another thing I can do is if I don't have my foot close enough, I can block your knee. And that's called knee blocking. And then, what were some of the other crossings we did? Let's see. Push hip, push shoulder, palm under elbow. So as I have this hand, I can put my palm under his elbow, and I can kind of pull down like I'm throwing a spear out of the ground. And we also did and then if you want to play with these, the other way I get a hold of that is called wrapping or hand traps. I have to deal with this front hand first. If I reach for this one, I'll get hit. I can deal with it with this one or this one. So I'm just doing this. And this one, if he didn't block, I'm trying to slap him and leave. Not like this. That's what I don't block. I'm trying to go like that quick, like. And what I'm counting on is his hand comes up and goes. And I rotate it. This is a nice way to get a hold of the rear hand for whatever thing I want to do. I can go into other things. And then, if Chris stepped out of crossing, let's face this way. So I was trying to do one of these crossing throws, and Chris stepped back. My options, we didn't practice one. I call it a far side over the back throw. You can do this safely. I'm going to load him. If I had a gi on, I would ask him to grab my lapel. Without a gi, I would ask him to throw his hand over to my hip. And as let me load you a little bit. I'm not going to throw you. As I threw him, I would hang on to this arm. You can do this throw safely. I recommend that. So that one we're not going to practice. It's a little athletic. That's for you young, strong people. The other one, he takes a step back. I do an outside hip toss. I follow, load him. Now I want him to think I'm going that way. I'm actually going to throw him back in front of me. And he's going to take his left hand and throw it over my hips so he falls safe. Yes. So when I don't know how to throw my hand over, that's when I get hurt. When people throw me without outside throws, I throw my hand over the hip, and that usually keeps me safe. So we'll do that a little quicker. So I do my trap, I try to throw you, you step back, and I go, hey. Move my hips on. And then I think this is easier to do physically. I try to do crossing steps back. I may or may not have to push this leg out of the way. And then I trap his ankle, and I may or may not have to reach for his leg. I might reach down and actually grab his ankle. One more time. Boom, so I try to throw you, step back, and I go, whoop. And then a couple more goodies. What can I do after 3 piercings or after any of these? I can strike. I can do eyebrow mopping. Uncomfortable. If eyebrow mopping fails, I go here and I squish him down. Sorry. This doesn't work. This doesn't quite work. I can do a leg hook or Kosoto Aki Judo. This doesn't work. I go here. I can't quite leg hook. It's too far away, so oh, and 10 throw. So 10 in Chinese is what we would call an X or a cross. So I go here, and I shoot my hand to his hip, and his arm, and my arm are the cross. And in combat, they would break this. And we're going to do what this way would be a Soto guard. And if you practice this, please be careful. This is, when you pull this arm, you can really damage him. You'll notice as soon as I throw him, I pick up on his arm to keep him safe. So I have him trapped, and when I reach that leg, see, I pick up on that. And then I talked about, I picked the brachial plexus as a target. I don't walk around all the time thinking, what should I do if I get jumped? But I do spend a few minutes thinking, what kind of things should I say to a police officer? What might I have to say in the court of law? And if I punch you right in the nose and break your nose, I have to justify that. If I hit you on the side of the neck and the brachial plexus and make you go, oh, I didn't break your neck, I didn't kill you, I didn't knock you out,